Coming up on News Valdosta, a Moody Air Force man is preparing to face court-martial proceedings.
And a Georgia teen who went missing on Tuesday has been found.
We'll have these stories and more. Your News Valdosta starts now.
Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Zakir McKnight.
And I'm Taylor Morrell. A staff sergeant at Moody Air Force Base arrested last year for possessing child porn is facing new charges. Now 29-year-old Troy Echelon is preparing to face court-martial proceedings next month. Echelon was arrested on August 1st of last year after the Federal Bureau of Investigation found child pornography in his possession that prompted investigators to contact local law enforcement. Lowndes County Sheriff's Department charged Echelon with child molestation. He is now also facing charges for allegedly violating Uniform Code of Military Justice. While Echelon awaits court-martial proceedings next month, further investigations are ongoing.
15-year-old Alexis Mackenzie Lee Berry is home safe and sound after an Amber Alert was issued on Tuesday reporting the child missing. Berry was last seen with her stepfather, Dwayne Dion Jaso, in Georgetown, Texas, where 43-year-old Jaso was later apprehended by law enforcement at a Holiday Inn Express. Berry voluntarily left with her stepfather for the trip to Texas, but authorities believe Berry to be in grave danger. The teen is now home with a legal guardian.
The Georgia Department of Transportation is going to install bridge beams at exit 66 Brighton Road tomorrow and Monday. Law enforcement will control traffic, but will move a slow pace in all lanes, but will not be stopped. 7 beams will be installed for each side, and cranes will be stationed on the right shoulder of I-75 and between barriers set up on the inside lanes of traffic. Work on reconstruction of Brighton Road began last summer. The old bridge that was torn down in December was built in 1959 to those standards. The bridge was narrow, making it difficult for drivers at the top of the ramp to see upcoming traffic.
After Georgia Governor Nathan Deal vetoed the Religious Liberty Bill a few days ago, he announced at a press conference that the veto was not because of intense pressure from major companies to not pass the law. Instead, Deal said that the bill didn't reflect Georgia's welcoming image as a state full of warm, friendly, and loving people. The bill would have allowed pastors to refuse performing same-sex marriages and allowed members of other religious groups to refuse jobs and services to members of the LGBT community. Disney, the NFL, and Time Warner were just a few of the major companies who were boycotting the bill.
There may be a bit of traffic disturbance for those of you traveling along I-75 South this week due to the statewide project entitled Way in Motion. The project involves installing weight scales outside the interstate lines approximately 3,000 feet ahead of each of the 19 existing weigh stations throughout the state to pre-screen commercial vehicles. The change is expected to minimize the waiting time at inspecting stations.
A Colquitt County High School student has been arrested after a Snapchat photo was sent to several students showing the teenager with a mask over his face and a handheld-like gun with the caption, "School Shooter." 17-year-old Falsetto Kwanlinia has been charged with terroristic threats and acts after admitting to investigators that he sent the photos.
When we return, our local public schools may be getting an arrival and dismissing times.
And find out the reason why Georgia does not want to expand Medicaid in our state. We'll have all these stories and more when we return.
Here, we are a community of 11,000 individual stories.
A place where all doors are open.
Your home away from home.
Where you will make lifelong connections.
And you will never feel invisible. Here, you will write it, research it, sing it,
broadcast it, share it, serve it,
teach it, nurture, and own it.
VSU, over 100 majors, championship athletics, and just far enough away from home. Find out what VSU can do for you.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
The Valdosta School Board has proposed changes to the beginning and the end of the school day for the 2016-2017 school year. Currently, Valdosta High School classes start at 7:25 a.m. and end them at 2:30 p.m. Middle school starts at 7:45 a.m. and ends at 3:05 p.m. Elementary school starts at 8:25 a.m. and end their days at 3:30 p.m. The board is looking to change the high school start time to 8:15 a.m. and end time to 3:15 p.m. Elementary schools will begin at 7:50 a.m. and end at 2:50 p.m. Middle schools will start the day at 8:30 a.m. and stop classes at 3:30 p.m. If any parents or faculty have any questions, visit the Valdosta School Board website to review the times and a survey.
According to federal officials, expanding the state's Medicaid program could bring tens of thousands of low-income Georgians into treatment for mental health and substance use problems. 159,000 uninsured Georgians with mental health and substance use disorders had incomes that would qualify them for Medicaid expansions, according to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. However, Georgia has always rejected the expansion because state officials say it would cost too much for taxpayers. If Georgia does decide to expand Medicaid, poorer citizens will be able to receive care more easily.
The American Red Cross hosted its annual Nominate Your Hero this past Saturday. The event was held to honor local heroes. Nominate Your Hero is for someone who has performed an extraordinary act of courage and who has dedicated countless hours to a specific cause. Valdosta Firefighter Department Darren Williams was recognized with a special municipal award at the American Red Cross Heroes event.
Recently, Wiregrass Technical College hosted an event to get local middle school and high schoolers excited about programs offered at Wiregrass. News Valdosta reporter Michael Pallett went and covered the story.
Wiregrass Technical College is hosting their 6th annual Geekfest, giving local middle schoolers and high schoolers a chance to get hands-on with programs that Wiregrass offers.
This is our 6th year hosting Geekfest, and it's such a neat event. Right now we have over 1,000 kids from area middle school and high school students who are on our campuses. And in secondary education, the focus a lot is career, trying to build that foundation, trying to get them a feel for what they want to do in their future. And that's one thing that with us holding Geekfest and our different programs like business and computer science, it kind of gives them an idea of what future occupations they can have.
The students can come and do hands-on activities instead of just being told about the programs that are offered. This opportunity gives the students a feel for what they can do in the future at Wiregrass if they attend.
This showcases game design very well because a lot of people, especially this is South Georgia, majority of game design happens out in California, which is where I used to work out, and there's a lot of people in Georgia that don't have access to this. The knowledge that you gather, it's not that difficult, it really isn't, and the kids over here can do it. It's just somebody's got to be able to show them.
With over 15 schools in attendance here today, Geekfest is still an event that can get future students excited about their education here at Wiregrass Tech. With News Valdosta, I am Michael Pilot.
Georgia Military College will host an academic honor parade to honor students with academic distinction. The parade will feature the 137 Corps cadets and will be on Friday, April the 8th. The guest speaker for the event will be Honorable Carl Rogers, who is a member of the Georgia House of Representatives. The public is welcome to attend.
We'll take another short break, and when we come back, we'll check with Kendra King for the local weather.
So stay with us.
Today is Saturday. Today is Saturday. Salad on Saturday, fruit on Friday, throw a ball Thursday. Water Wednesday, touch your toes Tuesday. Let's move Monday, sparkle snacks Sunday. All the healthy children eat well and move a lot. And move a lot. And move a lot. Eat well and move a lot.
60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. So keep them active and eating well every day.
Skip a rope Saturday, freeze tag Friday, tap dance Thursday. Whole grains Wednesday, try a veggie Tuesday. Let's move Monday, split the sweet Sunday.
Eat well and move a lot.
Today is Saturday. Yeah. Today is Saturday.
All the healthy children, all the healthy children. Get ideas. Get involved. Get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov.
control behind the wheel in that 43 car.
We all have a role to play here at Richard Petty Motorsports. We respect each other, work hard, and that helped us get the big win in Daytona. My partners in the U.S. Air Force also know that it takes a team to make each mission a success. Your coworkers, family, and friends are your team. Treat them with respect, and together you can accomplish great things. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Now it's time for a look at our weather with Kendrick King. Kendrick, what's in the forecast?
Thanks, ladies. Today we will be mostly sunny with a few clouds passing by. The high will be 81 degrees with a 0% chance of rain. With this nice weather that we're having, it would be a good idea to throw on those comfortable clothes and pull out those cool shades to keep the sun out of your eyes. It will get a little windy, so we will have a nice breeze as well. Tonight, the temperature will drop down to 61 degrees, and there will be a 10% chance of rain. As the temperature drops, we can expect to see some clouds in the skies. It's not supposed to rain tonight. However, there is a flood warning issued for the Withlacoochee River that will affect Brooks and Lowndes County. Tomorrow, we can expect it to get a little hotter, but it will be mainly cloudy throughout the day. The high will be 82 degrees, and there will be a 20% chance of rain as well. A stray shower with possible thunderstorms may happen throughout the day and night, so have your rain jackets and umbrellas close by just in case. The UV index for today is an 8 on the 10-point scale. This is considered very high on the scale, meaning the sun will be out, so make sure to use sunscreen at least SPF 15 to block any damage from radiation. Today's pollen count is at a high level. The trees in the local area are the main source of the pollen that we are receiving. The top allergens to look out for today are oak, juniper, and birch. If you have allergies, be sure to take allergy medicine and be cautious while you're outside today. However, you may want to stay inside as much as possible. That's it for the weather. Now let's head back to you ladies at the news desk.
Thanks, Kendrick. When we come back, we're going to check in with Kawan Cook for our local sports.
So don't go away.
Oh, hey, bud.
Oh.
Where are you headed?
Just gonna hang out.
It's a school night. With Gary and Todd?
Yeah.
Not sure about those two. I've been meaning to ask you. This is tougher than I thought. Is there any drinking going on in this crowd?
No.
I hope not, because alcohol can lead you to say things and do things that you really wish you hadn't. Isn't this what you're supposed to say?
I know.
So if any of your buddies ever pressure you to take a drink, just tell them you promised your dad you wouldn't. I'd do anything to keep you safe.
Okay, I will.
I hope this is working.
I promise. Love you too, Dad.
They really do hear you.
Ryan.
Yeah?
So start the conversation even before they're teenagers.
Good idea.
For tips on what to say, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. A message from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
Welcome back.
Now let's take a look at our local sports report with Kawan Cook. Kawan?
The Valdosta baseball team kept their winning streak alive last night against the rival Lowndes High, with the final score being 13-3. This game was not close at any point, as the Wildcats offense had a great night with their bats. The defense also showed up, with the team only allowing 3 runs. The Wildcats' winning streak is now 7 games, and they look to keep it going at home against regional opponent Lee County next Tuesday. The Lowndes baseball team is not having a season to remember. The team's record stands at 3-6 for home games and 1-5 for away games. Overall, the Vikings are 4-11. They are sitting last in the region with 0 region wins. Hopefully next season they can pull it together to make the playoffs, but this year will remain a disappointment for a team who came in with such high hopes. Their next game will be tomorrow against regional opponent Colquitt County. The Valdosta baseball team record currently stands at 6 wins and 4 losses on the season. The team has not lost a region game this year and looks to continue this success. They are the second in the region standings behind Deerfield Windsor. Their next game will be against the region leader, so the team looks to prove that they deserve the #1 spot. The Stone Creek Ladies Golf Association recently donated a check for $5,500 to the South Georgia Medical Center. This donation will be used to advance Perlman's Cancer Center's breast cancer programs, including nurse navigation and patient education. The funds represent the donations of 44 businesses and individuals who were sponsors in the 2015 annual Invitational Golf Tournament. That's all I have today in sports. Now let's get back to you ladies at the news desk.
Thanks, Kawan. After the break, find out more about an upcoming event at the library just for kids.
So don't go away.
Danse, balance, suis la cadence, ondule bien tes hanches, au bal du dimanche. Danse, que la fête commence, dans ma belle robe blanche, je suis ton chou.
You didn't give up on sex? Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
And we're back with News Valdosta.
Are you looking for an educational yet fun and relatable event for your child to attend? Well, if you are, you might want to head on over to the Valdosta Lowndes County Library tomorrow afternoon at 4:15 for the March of the Stuffed Animals. The library is hosting the event for preschoolers to come dressed up in their favorite pajamas and with their best stuffed animals while they explore the world of math with stories, games, and their furry friends. For more information on the event, you can call the reference desk or just drop by and check it out for yourself.
The opening night gala for the Spring into Art exhibit is quickly approaching. The gala will take place on April 11th from 6 to 9 p.m. and tickets are $45 for the public and free for participating artists. Some works from the SIA exhibit may be selected by the Colson Printing Company to use in their annual calendar. The exhibit will be open to the public on April 12th all the way up until June 8th.
Thanks for watching our program today. I'm Taylor Morrell.
And I'm Zykeria McKnight. Join us again tomorrow for more local news.